Well, looks like Rasmus Hojlund is up for sale, and with a very big question mark, because we are getting in reports that are really indicating that United are really ready to obviously move on Rasmus Hojlund, because suitors are there and they want to use that money maybe to reinforce the forward line for the club of Manchester United. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David, he's my name, and hope you guys are really having a very good evening in here onto the United Matters channel. We're also going to be talking about Lisandro Martinez. Confirmed he has obviously gone ahead undergo a surgery, and that ends his season at the club of Manchester United, and we anticipate to see him in this summer. So let's see close to 200 likes much on this video, and continue to subscribe, as more stories are really going to be flocking in here onto this beautiful channel of ours. Now, who is obviously having this story? It's coming in from Juve Live, and they are really people that are close to Juventus, and they're telling us that Juventus are the club most interested in Rasmus Hojlund and could intensify their pursuit ahead of the summer. Man United would be open to sell for around £40 million. Have you heard that? Man United could be prepared to sell for £40 million. And talking of Juventus has been one of those teams that even wanted to sign Rasmus Hojlund when he was playing for Atalanta, but United came up and obviously signed the player. And because the player was a born childhood fan for the club of Manchester United, he was like, nah, we aren't going to do anything else. All we're going to do is simple, going out to see that we bring out the best of himself to obviously present himself to Manchester United. And in the first season, he did wonders. You know that he scored 16 goals. And this is where I obviously come out and really query the questions of people who really say Rasmus Hojlund should be sold, he's not scoring goals. And I'm like, guys, that means there is a difference. You know, there is something that happened in the first season that is not happening, because in his debut season at Manchester United, he scored 16 goals. You understand? In his entire campaign. Having gone ahead to score 16 goals in his entire campaign, Rasmus Hojlund has gone ahead to score, I think it's 4 into the UEFA Europa League, and I think 2. He's having 2 goals in the Premier League. 2 goals in the Premier League. And last season he scored 10. UEFA Europa League, he has 5 goals. Those are 7 this season. And that's what he's doing. And he's doing all this under limited service. And I've gone ahead to obviously question people that if you think selling Rasmus Hojlund is the solution, do you think if at all you get Haaland, one of the deadliest forwards in the world, into the team of Manchester United, does he score goals? And I'm like, United shouldn't be looking at bringing in a forward first. We have to obviously strengthen our midfield and our creative department, because even if we bring in center forwards in here and we don't strengthen our creative department, I tell you, things won't really happen. That's the fact. All magic won't really happen in there. So as it stands, Rasmus Hojlund is wanted by Juventus, and United are willing to make a loss of £32 million because they brought in this player for £72 million. You understand? So I think guaranteed fees was £60 million, and that means United would have gone ahead obviously make a deficit of £20 million. Something that I believe there is still a player in Rasmus Hojlund, very young, you understand, and he can be one of those players that United can build on. And by the way, if we rectify that midfield of Manchester United and see to it that all goes on well as planned, we can obviously find ourselves in a position of really having Rasmus Hojlund and Gyökeres and Zirkzee. And how can that happen? Get Joshua Zirkzee to play in the number 10 role, you know, and then see to it that we see these two tussle it out for that forward line, because I don't think taking him out is a solution and it won't really work. And after the game of The game that saw United got beaten of Crystal Palace 2-0, the manager came up and told us that Hojlund has to understand that sometimes he has to do a job without touching the ball. He can't get frustrated because he can have a chance on the next situation. So he has to stay calm. He'll improve. And obviously, this is the most important bit of it all, because people are like fronting Gyökeres, but Gyökeres was one of those players that really had that was really a raw diamond when they got him from Coventry City. The manager took him to the side of the manager took him the manager took him to the side of Sporting Lisbon and turned him into what he is. And remember, he's 27 years of age, meaning that he has been groomed for the last 3-4 years, and this manager has just been here for just minutes, and we are really trying to literally move in a striker. And I think in this statement he made, it was really very, very resonating with what I said. The manager says a goal scorer needs a very good team to give him good balls, and we are not helping him at the moment. Obviously, we are really suffocating this guy, and I tell you, he's the most suffocated forward in the Premier League, if at all I'm not mistaken, because the last time I checked, he was the second suffocated striker into the league, and that is Rasmus Hojlund for you. So if we really go to that level, things are really going to change. If at all, obviously reinforce that midfield and our creative department, because he has shown us that he can score those goals. That is it. If you want anyone to score those goals, he's the guy, known as Rasmus Hojlund. So we're waiting to see how that pans out, but I've already told you that it's not the problem. Rasmus Hojlund is not the problem, because we've had Ronaldo here. And by the way, do you know that at United, in all his career, he had what we call the low turnouts, like his output when it came to obviously scoring goals. It was his low output. You understand? Low output, I tell you. So, as things stand, Rasmus Hojlund is not the problem. Joshua Zirkzee is not the problem. Let's get in creative midfielders, Let's improve onto our attacking fronts, the wing backs, creating a lot, and our number 10s creating a lot. Strengthen the midfield. Magic will obviously form naturally or organically, that is it. So let no one lie to you that a forward will obviously solve the problems of Manchester United, because I bring you stats from Edson Cavani, Ronaldo, we had Martial here, we now have Rasmus Hojlund, we had Rashford here, and now we are having Zirkzee. Get them onto what we call the get them the assists, and their finishing abilities will really speak for themselves, because they are really good finishers of the ball. Now, yesterday we got a story that a decision had been made by the physio team of Manchester United that Lisandro Martinez is set to undergo surgery this week to repair the torn interior cruciate ligament in his left knee. Man United doctors have decided that an operation is the best course of the action. And after that decision was taken, guess what happened? Lisandro Martinez has undergone surgery to repair his torn anterior cruciate ligament. The initial signs are that the surgery was successful. Recovery periods can range from any between 6 months and a year. That's what you're obviously getting in through from the man himself, known as Lisandro Martinez. And that is really great about him, and wish him a very quick recovery. And Lisandro Martinez has, for a third season in a row at Manchester United, obviously underwent surgery. In the first season, it was around March, he got injured in the game of Sevilla at Old Trafford, after getting injured there, he obviously found himself really getting that surgery, last season, because the first season got a metatarsal injury. Then last season, he got a knee injury, after getting that knee injury, he was out, until I think the last 3 games of the season. Now, his season I think is over. He's now having a torn anterior cruciate ligament, something that is not really vibing well for him. But we wish him all the best and a quick recovery. but our physios need to obviously do something onto these injuries on Lisandro Martinez. But the good thing is that he can get you 20 games or 30 games a season, because by the time he got injured as Lisandro Martinez, he had done something special in here that the likes of Luke Shaw haven't gone ahead to be done. And people are like, we move him on. How do you move on a player who is really getting you, who has already gone ahead to play for you 20? He has gone ahead to play for you 20 Premier League games, you know, 8 UEFA Europa League games, those are 28. Then 2 EFL Cup games, those are 30. FA Community Shield, 31 games so far in this season. And you are looking at players like Luke Shaw, who are really injury prone, Mason Mount, and you're not like moving them on. I think those are the first players that we should obviously move on. After moving them on, then the rest will be history, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Throw a call for reactions into the comment section below about Rasmus Hojlund up for sale, you know, to Juventus. Would you obviously let him go or not? And Lisandro Martinez injury has been really confirmed. That's a surgery, and that surgery has gone ahead to be taken today. He has gone ahead obviously undergo that surgery today. So guys, thank you very much for watching it through. I'm here to see to it that I bring you the best of the best and serve you with the best of the news. First video of the day, I promise you more is yet to come in here onto the United Matters channel. Bye bye, we out.